안녕하세요. 오늘도 현대 산타페 차에 대해서 얘기를 하려고 하는데요. 이 자동차 말을 할 때는 죄송하지만 제가 영어를 더 쓰려고 합니다. 왜냐면 영어 하는 게 더 쉽고 저한테 또 요즘 관심이 많이 있거든요. 여기서 전기차나 하이브리드 차들이나 그래서 이 외국인 미국 사람들한테 현대에 대해서 좀 더 알려주려고요. 그래서 우리 채널 시청하시는 분들 구독자님들 거의 한국 분들인데 한국 분들한테는 현대차 그걸 말을 할 필요가 없잖아요. 다 좋은 줄 알잖아요. 그래서 이 외국 사람들한테 좀 더 알려줄까 하려고 그러기 때문에 영어로 하겠습니다. 이 차에 대해서는. So I've had this car. We had this car about 3 weeks now, and I want to show you guys the real world mile per gallon for our family. So I haven't filled up the gas tank since we bought it. So when we bought it, we had a full tank of gas, and right now it says we have about 58 miles remaining around. Now, depending on how we drive and where we go, 58 miles could last us a week or 2 weeks, but because of our driving habits, I think we're gonna have to put some gas in soon. But so far, there's 1,002 miles on this vehicle, and at the average of 93.8 miles per gallon. Now, we could achieve that because most of our driving was done through electric mode. Now, we do have to use gasoline engine sometimes because our driving every day exceeds 30 miles. This car can provide 30-mile range that the electric motor or battery gives us. For instance, in the morning, we'll take our oldest son to the school, come back home, take the littles to school, come back home. That trip is about 40 miles. So about 10 miles of that trip is done with hybrid mode. Now in the afternoon, so we come home, we'll plug in and charge. And because we have slower charger right now, we only get about 50% capacity charged on the battery. So with that, in the afternoon, we use a little more gas. But so far, we haven't done too bad. 3 weeks, we haven't filled up a tank, and we done about 94 miles per gallon. So if you drive less than, say, 30 miles a day, maybe about 25 miles, you hardly have to use any gasoline at all. You will use some depending on climate. For instance, if you have to turn heater on, the gasoline engine will turn on and to provide heat. Now, I read some reviews, or I heard some reviews that most people don't like the fact that gasoline engine has to come on for the heat. But if you think about it, for instance, the electric vehicle like Tesla, in order to have a heat, the electricity has to provide heat. And that takes a lot of electricity out of your battery. So your range goes way down. Now in hybrid mode, you have an engine for your disposal. And the engine heats up and you can get heat out of the engine. So if you have an engine anyways, why not use engine instead of providing heat out of little battery you have in hybrid, which will basically suck up all the range. So despite some people's complaint about that, to me, I think that's pretty good idea. Get the heat out of engine. So I don't mind that too much. But so sometimes in the morning, even though if you have a full battery charged up in the morning for maybe like 2 miles or so, the car will go on hybrid mode, even though you put it on electric only mode to maybe heat up the cabin and things like that. So anyways, I'm gonna be filling up the gas and I will see how much this will take. That way I can figure out miles per gallon. Although this car says it's 93.8 miles per gallon. So anyways, I will do that later. Now there is other way I can increase MPG for our family is between morning and afternoon pickup of the kids. I could get a little faster charger so that the more of the battery is charged for the afternoon use. Hyundai's included battery charger this will charge around 1.2 kilowatt per hour. Now, I believe battery capacity is something like 15. I'm not sure exactly, but around 15 kilowatt. So this will charge fully in about 12 hours or so. So I plugged in Hyundai's charger. And it says right now I have 27% battery left, charging at 1.2 to 1.3 kilowatts, and it'll take 9 hours and 50 minutes. So I purchased this charger from Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below in case you're interested. It's nothing special. It's just one of the more inexpensive charger. I didn't know who manufactured it, but when I got it, it says it's made in China. Now, I don't like to buy things made in China, but I think everything is made in China these days, so it's hard to find something that's not made in China, especially if you don't want to spend too much money. This thing has a 240 volt 20 amp receptacle charging, but I don't have that yet, so I'm gonna use 120 volt. That there's adapters for it, so later on when I put 240 I will use, and I think it can charge the car at its maximum. Hyundai SantaFe's maximum charging rate is 3.3 kilowatts. So that means if this can handle 3.3, I could probably charge the battery in less than, say, 4 hours. I'm not doing the math like precisely here, but something like that. So, but meanwhile, I'm just gonna plug this into just normal household plug. Okay, so let's plug in the Chinese made one and go into the car and look. So this one here charges at 1.6 kilowatt per hour. So it says it's gonna charge the battery fully in 7 hours and 40 minutes. So you already kind of reduced it for an hour. So which is good. Later when I upgrade my outlet to 240 volt, Again, this will decrease to half of that. So about 4 hours or so. So meanwhile, it's better than nothing. It's looks like it's about I'm not sure of the math, but 15% faster, something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go fill up the gas and see what happens. Okay, so I'm here at the gas station. It says I have 1,019 miles driven and 94.5 miles per gallon. So let's see what happens. So I put in 9.5 gallons. So I just put in 9.5 gallons. So 1,019 miles divided by 9.5, it was like 96 miles per gallon, something like that. Anyway, so about 95, 94.5. So, okay, that's the real world miles per gallon for Hyundai Santa Fe.
You don't